Hello and welcome. Good afternoon to everyone. My name is Rajiv Banerjee and I'm part of the corporate communication team at HDFC Bank. On behalf of the bank, I extend a warm welcome to all of us here who are with us at this event. Thank you so much for your time. Today, we have assembled here, as you are aware, to launch Smart Hub Merchant Solutions 3.0. And then before we begin the proceedings, I would like to extend a warm welcome to the media here from all over the country who have assembled here. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर टाइम. स्वागत है आप सब लोगों का एंड देन धन्यवाद आप लोगों ने टाइम निकाला और हमारे साथ आज इस प्रोग्राम में जुड़े. So I will begin the proceedings by first, welcoming our two spokesperson, two guests for the event who are going to be a part of this event. So we have with us Mr. Parag Rao, who's the country head for payments, consumer finance, marketing, and digital banking at HDFC Bank. And along with him, we have Mr. T.R. Ramachandran, who's the country manager for India and South Asia at Visa. A warm welcome to you, Mr. Rao and Mr. Ramachandran. Uh, Before we start the event, I would just again like to, repeat the instruction that I just gave a few minutes back. For now, we have muted all the audience, everybody except for the spokesperson and myself, of course. You all are on mute for now. When we come to the question and answer session, we will request you before that to put your name, the name of the publication, and also the location that you are from in the chat section. अगर आप ने लैपटॉप से लॉगिन किया है तो आपके बॉटम में एक चैट आइकन है, वहाँ पे आपका नाम, आपका पब्लिकेशन का नाम और लोकेशन का नाम डालिएगा. And once we come to the Q&A session, when if there is any specific question related to the event, that you have, please raise your hand. Please put in the comment section. We will come to you. At that point of time, we'll announce your name. एंड हम रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे कि आप अपने आप को अनम्यूट करें, आपका वीडियो भी अनम्यूट करें, ओपन करें और वो सवाल पूछें. और सवाल पूछने के बाद हम इमीडिएटली आपको म्यूट कर देंगे सो दैट टू अवॉइड एनी नॉइस और डिसोनेंस. And that particular question will be responded to by our spokesperson. At the beginning only, I will request you during the question and answer session, if we can keep the questions restricted to the event only. Any other questions, can be taken in the sidelines or separately. Thank you so much for the patient hearing. And with that, I would like to, get Mr. Rao and then Mr. Ramachandran onto the screen, please. Mr. Rao, Mr. Ramachandran, thank you so much for your time. And now we will, begin the proceedings by first doing the unveiling of the Smart Hub Merchant Solutions logo. If I can have a thumbs up from your side, and that will be the cue for us to, run the logo. Can we have a thumbs up from you? Thank you. So, friends, this is essentially the launch of Smart Hub Merchant Solutions 3.0. And as you're aware, the bank has been, pushing the pedal as far as, deepening its network as far as merchants are concerned. और ना सिर्फ हम merchants जो बड़े शहरों में मौजूद हैं, हम उनकी बात सिर्फ नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम वो मर्चेंट्स की भी बात कर रहे हैं, वो सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड प्रोफेशनल्स की भी बात कर रहे हैं जो हमारे साथ डीपर जोग्राफीज़ में है, सेमी अर्बन रूरल एरियाज़ में है. तो ये सोल्यूशन एक कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव सोल्यूशन है जो हम लोग ने आज लॉन्च किया है और रादर करने वाले हैं. तो and this is for all the merchants across India, be it in bigger metros or in small towns or rural areas. So with that, I would like to first play a video which is essentially a kind of a tribute to the merchant community, how they have essentially kind of kept the flag flying high, and kept the services open even during the lockdown and the pandemic. So can we have the ABA number one, please?
कुछ सुपर हीरोज सिंपल से होते हैं जो टफ टाइम्स में सबका साथ देते हैं। ऐसे लोगों के लिए हम लाए हैं HDFC बैंक स्मार्ट हब, जो उनके बिजनेस में ग्रोथ लाएगा, एडवांस बनाएगा, कोने कोने तक पहुंचाएगा और हर मकाम पे कामयाबी दिलाएगा। HDFC बैंक स्मार्ट हब, मर्चेंट का सुपर पावर।
थैंक यू। सो इंडीड यहाँ पे फॉर अस द मर्चेंट कम्युनिटी, जो ट्रेडर का जो मर्चेंट the merchant community which is there, the small and medium businesses, they are not of superheroes for us. And while superheroes don't, typically need superpower, but this is like a force multiplier that we have created for them. Now, keeping that in mind, we are going to be talking specifically, showing you a Smart Hub solutions video, and why are we calling it a comprehensive solutions for the merchants, for the small businesses, for the self-employed professionals like let's say doctors clinic or pharmacies or salons. So can we play the AV number 2, please?
In these changing times, you have emerged as our superheroes. With great power comes great responsibility. And for you to remain our superheroes, not only for today, but in the future too, we at HDFC Bank bring to you a unique superpower that will boost your business. Introducing HDFC Bank Smart Hub app, a one-stop solution to collect money from anyone, anywhere, via any app or mode. With this superpower, you can enjoy 12 industry-best wonders. You can collect payments in-store or remotely via any mode, any app, or any bank card. Set up your own account and start accepting payments in just 15 minutes. Customize the app as per your preferred language. Create product catalog and share it with QR code via WhatsApp, SMS, and email. Enjoy exclusive privileges on HDFC Bank loans and cards. Monitor and reconcile all in-store and remote payments instantly through the app and manage your business more effectively. Maintain your customers' khata digitally in one place with this app. Reach out to your customers with offers via email, SMS, and WhatsApp. Monitor inventory levels. Set reminders and e-order stock from your suppliers on time. Take your store online with customers placing orders online. Also get the power to get all your vendor payments done. Create customized invoices and make GST payments from a single app. You can extend credit to over 17 million HDFC Bank customers with flexible tenure ranging from 15 days to 3 months. One-click service requests for in-store QR display, payment reports, and paper rolls for POS. Enjoy the superpower of HDFC Bank Smart Hub and boost your business today and tomorrow.
Thank you. So that's basically what Smart Hub Merchant Solutions 3.0 is all about: boosting, encouraging, giving that digital prowess to the small and medium businesses be it traders, be it businessmen, be it self-employed professionals across the country. With that, I would like to now invite Mr. T.R. Ramachandran, who's the country manager for India and South Asia for Visa, to talk and say a few words on the launch, please. Mr. Ramachandran, over to you.
Thank you, Rajiv. Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely, loud and clear.
Thank you. Friends from the media, Parag, Ruby, Rajiv, and the dedicated team at HDFC Bank, which has pulled together Smart Hub 3.0. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and privilege to be here with you, all of you today. And I was just reflecting that almost to the day, it's 4 years since an epochal event for digital payments in India, which is demonetization, which was sort of on 8th of November, 4 years ago. And since then, a lot of water has flown under the bridge. And digitization of consumers and digitization of merchants have become an important motive in the financial services landscape in India. And being at the center of it at Visa, we are delighted to partner with somebody of the size, scale, and stature of HDFC Bank to bring forward this innovative solution, to partner with them in this innovation solution today. Couple of points I just want to call out, which may be sort of interesting for all of you, right? Firstly, with our $2.8 trillion GDP country, about 60% of that is what we call personal consumption expenditure, which is basically expenses like people like you and me make on a daily basis. And notwithstanding the exciting initiative of banks, FIs, and fintech community over the last 4 or 5 years, digital payments as a percentage of PCE or personal consumption expenditure is just under 18%, right? Which means that there is still a huge amount of ground to cover for all of us today. And we're excited about the opportunity to expand the envelope. Number two, small and medium enterprises are really the fulcrum of our economy, right? It is estimated that the 75 odd million small and medium MSMEs and micro SMEs contribute to nearly 35 to 40% of the GDP, right? And also 40% of the employment in India. Particularly during and post-pandemic, therefore, it becomes not only an opportunity, but I would argue it becomes incumbent upon us to find solutions to help these folks come out of the pandemic in as robust a fashion as practical, because if they prosper, you and I and the economy prosper, right? And now coming to what needs to be done. In India, for digital payments, it's a two-sided ecosystem, as all of us on this call and many of us in the media know as well. On the one side, we need to empower customers to have digital products, whether it's cards, whether it's mobile payments, etc. But equally, I would argue, perhaps more importantly on the other, expanding acceptance continues to be central to the thesis of digital payments in India. Because if you and I cannot use our card or cannot use our digital payment anywhere, then the utility of that payment becomes irrelevant almost. And which is why we are really excited to partner with HDFC Bank as they put together, and the team has done a remarkable job in thinking through. And as Rajiv pointed out, it's not only for the urban and metro population, it is for the semi-urban, it is for the rural, it is for the tier 3 and tier 4 geographies. Globally, Visa has pledged to support 50 million small and medium enterprises to go digital. And this is part of our journey. And in India, we could think of no other better partner than the undisputed leader in digital payments, which is HDFC Bank, to get this to the masses. I don't want to steal Parag's thunder in terms of the various ways in which, a Smart Hub 3.0 makes sense. You all saw the very evocative video, but suffice it to say that today we have to help the merchant where they want to have a khata or they want to accept digital payments, not how we want to accept it, right? And this whole notion of O2O, which is online to offline, is becoming prevalent. So whether it's mobile payments, whether it is QR, whether it is contactless, right? We have to help them make those payments. For example, it was a global first which HDFC Bank launched with Visa in sort of tap to phone, which is the notion of using your mobile phone itself as an instrument which can accept digital payments. HDFC was also the pioneer of Bharat QR, which the RBI had promulgated right after demonetization to turn, interoperable QR payments. And now they're coming up with SMS Pay, which is sort of at point of delivery to use these merchants to make the payments. I'm particularly also excited about the notion of making both credit available to consumers, right, through buy now, pay later schemes, as well as credit available to the merchant community itself using sort of digital payments, which is one of the sort of 12 features which you saw on the video. Net, we have a lofty ambition, and Parag and I have, when we discussed it, said we should see if we can take this to scale. If we can somehow in the next few years take this to 20 million merchants, and now that's a laudable sort of objectives, because that's more than 4x what we want to do. But a man's reach must exceed his grasp, or what else is a heaven for? And with that, I'm delighted to partner once again with the team at HDFC Bank, and let me turn over back to you, Rajiv.
Thank you, Mr. Ramchandran. Thank you for your words. Indeed, there is, as I said at the beginning, that we are at the HDFC Bank, as far as merchant acquisition is concerned, really pushing the pedal, and then we have a target of digitizing or touching close to or more than 20 million merchants, small and medium businesses in the next 3 years. So to talk about that and also about SmartHub Merchant Solution 3.0, may I invite Mr. Parag Rao, who's the country head for payments, consumer finance, marketing, and digital banking at HDFC Bank. Over to you, Parag.
Thank you, Rajiv. A very warm welcome to the members of the media, our colleagues. It's wonderful for us to be able to address you here. Thank you very much for taking out time on this very important event, important for all of us, as Ram also mentioned in his speech, and as we'll take you through the rest of the proceedings. Ram, thank you for the kind words. We value the partnership with Visa, and this partnership, evergreen partnership, if you may call so, goes back for the last 20 years. And we've always been doing class-leading things, and this also, I think, is one amongst those class-leading things, akin to both our objectives of our organizations, in that we're promoting digital and we're promoting the payment network. So thank you very much for your team, and congratulations to your team for working together with us also. I want to talk about the launch, which you just now saw, the video which you just now saw. I think it was a very crisp and brief idea, clearly gave you what we have on the table. In two parts, the why and the what. The why is very simple, and I'll take off and take the threads from what Ram mentioned. The MSME and the SME space, as is called, or the merchant space, as some of us call it, is, the way I see it, is akin to the middle class in India. If some of you recall, when India actually started opening up in the 90s, okay, what was really tom-tom about at that point of time was the 250 to 300 million very strong middle class, which said that these will be the drivers of India's economy and GDP. That 252 million is on the C side, and we're really actually talking of the space of B2C, which is business to consumers. And all of us in this room, I think, form part of that very strong, very vibrant driver of consumption. Ram mentioned 60% of India's GDP is about PCE, or personal consumption expenditure, and so therefore that very large middle, upper middle, and lower middle class actually drive a lot of that consumption. Supplying the goods and services to this very large middle, upper middle, etc., is another segment which is not very sort of often talked about, but the equivalent of the middle, upper middle, etc., is exactly the MSME and the SMEs, the merchants, as we see. And I think the importance cannot be underlined by the fact that they contribute to a significant portion, again, of the GDP, 40 to 45%, as Ram mentioned. And therefore, it has always been an extremely important segment for HDFC as a bank, which is a full suite bank of offering wholesale, transactional products, cash management products, and retail products, both lending and liabilities and payments, to this segment. and therefore I cannot underscore the importance of this segment. It is bang in the place where HDFC Bank, with its product philosophy, is able to offer one-stop solutions across the banking spectrum to this large segment. All the more so in the context of what we've been experiencing globally and in India with regard to the pandemic and the lockdown. I think really hats off to this segment, which has actually kept the wheels of the economy running. These are the people, as you saw in the video, who despite all the restrictions, kept their shops open, kept goods and supplies and the whole flow of goods and supplies, services flowing, whether it was online, whether it was home delivery, whether it is even going to the shop. And as you see the unlock 4 or 4, 5 or whatever you call it, as India is getting back on its feet and starting to run, this segment will be the core driver of India's economy. And as is predicted, you can read various articles that over the next 18 to 24 months, India will power itself back to being the largest growth economy on a very large base denominator. And hence, it's extremely important. The merchant acceptance business, the current account business of the bank has always been deeply embedded in this segment. This segment forms the backbone of our large liability relationship and the asset lending relationship, and of course the payment business, which is clearly in sync with the national objective of driving payments and driving digitization. So that's the reason why as a bank, we've always remained invested in the acceptance business. So very clearly, there are strong strategic reasons why we as a bank continue to remain invested in the acceptance business, and will continue to do so, and a lot of investments in this space. 20 million number, which we've been talking about, is one of the reflections or manifestations, if you may call so, of that investment. We are extremely serious about this business. And therefore we will keep on launching products and services for this space. Having said this, what exactly do we have? In this time when the merchants have clearly been driving this part of the economy. Okay, and I'll compare ourselves to SmartHub. So SmartHub as an app was launched close to 2 years back, and that time it was a version 1.0. Version 1.0 itself, if you may call so, was ahead of its times. We launched one single app which could accept the core functionality, and the USP was that we launched that app with all payment forms built into that app. What I mean by all payment forms, I mean any form which a merchant or which a customer would like to pay to his merchant. So starting from all the cards across all the networks, starting from UPI, Aadhaar, and including all wallets also. This was the only app at that point in time which accepted all forms of payment. I think key to note was we've worked with Visa very closely in driving two principles. One is the principle of interoperability, which means that it need not have accepted, or the app would accept any form of payment across any network issued by, say, including some of the, as you call, wallets, which were large CUG systems. So that was interoperability was the core principle behind launching a solution for the merchants. The second was all-inclusive. All-inclusive, by that I mean any customer could hold any instrument of any form factor or of any bank. He could still pay using that instrument on the HDFC Bank SmartHub app. Okay? And thereby, the merchant need not have gone to multiple service providers. All he needed to do was download the merchant app from HDFC Bank, open an account, and he was there up and running. From there, as you see, digitization has really taken full stream, and like Ram said, it started with demonetization, and especially in the last 8 to 9 months, I think digitization has taken an even faster pace now, and India is quickly sprinting towards huge milestones which we're developing. So SmartHub 3.0, as you saw in the video, focuses a lot, not just on payments. So one part of the improvements, or if you may call so, the enhancements which we've done in SmartHub 3.0 is increasing the efficiency, making the customer UI UX visible, much more better, doing a lot of seamless back-end work to make sure that the app works even more seamlessly in many more segments, etc. But I think the key changes which we've brought in to do is, again, coming out from a lot of customer feedback which we've got. which we constantly do, is that merchants going beyond just multiple payment forms, which are interoperable and all inclusive, are also looking at help from their service providers to help them in their business, to enhance their business. And so we've got what we call Smart Hub segment solutions, which are very strong and powerful value-added services, which lie as a layer in the app, which lies above the payment layer and feeds into the business models of the merchants. Let me give you a couple of examples. I'm sure when you go through the app and the details which are shared with you subsequently, you will understand that a little more. But just to give you that, today the merchant using the Smart Hub app can take a photograph of his product or a range of products, okay, from his own camera, okay, send it by WhatsApp to his customers along with the inbuilt QR code and say, Mr. Customer, hey, look, this is what I have. This is the price. All you need to do is scan your QR code with your own phone and make a digital payment, and I can deliver it to your house. So that's one sort of value-added services. Okay. The other sort of value-added services which we add is ensuring that if a merchant wants to, say, offer his own special discount or a loyalty to his top 100 customers, he can make a list. He can do it in the app. He can make a list, send them through social media or through any of the communication channels a special offer, okay, and the customers can avail of that offer next time when he visits the shop, or even online if he starts wanting to purchase. That's one side, so sort of example of the offer. The Khata facility and the Buy Now Pay Later facility helps him not just monitoring the kind of credit which he offers to his customers. As you know, in many of the retail segments, giving a 7-day, 10-day, 15-day, 30-day kind of credit is part of the business practice of most kiranas. We all buy groceries many times, and we pay the kirana once a month. Today, he used to keep that in a manual form. The digital khata helps him keep a digital record. Sends him reminders, sends him notifications, sends the customer notification. So it's enhancing his efficiency and his ability to track his business. The Buy Now Pay Later facility, which he can send to his customers, allows customers to buy in bulk and then pay in different equal very easy installments, and digitally he can keep track of that. So that's another example of the value-added services. So we have similar kind of value-added services for self-employed professionals. Okay, so net, the point I'm making is these value-added services, as of now, we're talking of very large segments within the merchant space, the grocery segment, the medical segment, electronic stores, self-employed professionals like doctors, chartered accountants, etc. We've tried to pick up the key segments and added this significant value-added services. Idea is, how can we provide him, number one, a full-stop, one-stop shop payment solution, which allows his customers to pay him by any form which he may choose to do so. Offer him a suite of banking products. I mean, on one side, the entire gamut of liability accounts for not just him, his business, and also his family. Offer him the capability to take loans, working capital loans, short-term loans, longer-term loans from the bank. Okay, and all of these, as you see, will be added. And I did mention in the app, you also have facilities for cross-selling, seeing his eligibilities for various type of banking products in the app. That's the third key element. And the fourth, obviously, is the value-added services layer, which enhances his capability to do business, not just accept payments, but actually go beyond the confines of his physical shop if required, and do a lot of home delivery, collect payments remotely, etc., offer credit to his customers, offer loyalty to his customers. So that's the entire one-stop core, and that's the core essence of Smart Hub 3.0. We're very confident, as you can see, confident to the extent that our ambition is very clear. In the next 3 years, we aim to be a 20 million large, distributed across the country, across multi-segment, full suite payment service provider, not just offering, as I said, payment solutions, but also offering banking and lending solutions. And of course, true to our philosophy of always trying to introduce the best products which are in line with the needs of the customer at that point in time, we'll keep on adding value-added services, which will keep on feeding into the business objectives of the merchant. We've tied up with various partners to sort of help us in this journey, and as the time goes by, and we'll keep on coming back to you from time to time, there will be a suite of value-added offers services which we'll keep on adding. So that, gentlemen, is a synopsis of the reason why this segment is important, why it's important for the bank, why it's important from a payment perspective, and what is it that we have today, the SmartHub 3.0, which is a complete payment and business enhancement solution, which HDFC Bank brings to the table with its partner, Visa. Thank you all for being here.
And thank you so much, Ram, for your time. With that, we come to an end of this event. And on behalf of the bank, we'd like to thank Mr. Parag Rao, Mr. Ramachandran from Visa for their time. And thank you for taking time out and being with us. Indeed, it's like a proud moment for us that we are accelerating and moving towards digitizing what we are calling as one of the crucial backbones of the Indian economy, the small and medium businesses. This event marks the beginning of, or rather, the launch of the Smart Hub Merchant Solutions 3.0. And on behalf of the bank, I would like to also thank all our friends from media from all over the country who have taken time out. धन्यवाद है आप सब लोगों का, आप लोगों ने अपना टाइम निकाला और हमारे साथ जुड़े. And we look forward to having you here. As Parag said, that there will be many more announcements as part of Smart Hub in the time to come, and we will keep talking to you whenever the time and the opportunity arises. With that, we come to an end. Thank you so much.